Inherent Vice is a neo-noir psychedelic trip. When I watched the movie and read the book, I stumbled through the convoluted mystery plot along with the protagonist, Doc.
Whoa!
Are you alright?
Am I?
Are you?
Ordinarily, we're the ones asking the questions.
And your question is, which side am I on?
Good question.
Wrong answer.
I experienced his confusion, paranoia, and memory loss, in part because I may have been chemically enhanced myself. I can hardly remember the book, really, because of it.
How would I forget something like that?
Grass? And who knows what else?
I'm only a light smoker.
How many joints have you had today?
I'll have to check the logbook.
Can't remember?
When Inherent Vice came out, critics were of the mind that it was enjoyable chaos, lacking plot.
The real truth is no one understood anything that was happening in this movie, and those that did are lying.
Convinced I had solved the mystery that was Inherent Vice, and undeterred by the fake news red letter media at the time, I posted my half-baked theory on my blog, and it blew up. People from all around the interwebs clung to my big brain theory, and I'm lying, just like they said.
Lie.
I'm a liar, pants on fire. That blog never got any traffic.
It never happened. This one was invented by a writer. Not this time. It never happened. It's false.
The theory was this: Inherent Vice isn't about the various disappearances in the film.
Do you have a spare picture I could borrow?
It's a murder mystery that tries to solve the death of an era. Who killed 60s counterculture? This is not the first stoner neo-noir where the hero investigates a greater abstract mystery than the concrete one playing out before him. In The Big Lebowski, the dude doesn't solve the kidnapping of the millionaire wife, or anything for that matter. He's there to investigate a greater existential question for the audience. What's the point?
Walter, what's the point, man?
There's no reason. Here's my point, dude. There's no fucking reason why these...
Yeah, Walter, what's your point?
Huh?
Walter, what is the point?
WiseCrack's Earthling Cinema series did a deep dive into that exact subject, so I'll link the video in the description if you care to hear more on that. Inherent Vice does the same thing. It seeks to solve the slow poisoning of the 60s counterculture through the lens of noir, complete with all of its tropes. PIs, gangsters, femme fatales, and the grizzled police connections.
Moto Panakeku.
They call him Samurai. He speaks fluent Japanese.
Moto Panakeku.
What does katana mean?
It means Japanese sword.
Hi. Yo. Hi.
It takes place on the tail end of the civil rights movement. All the revolutionaries are working for the man in some way or another.
Why is he screaming and yelling like that at Nixon again?
Now that he's been on TV, he has instant and wide credibility. Police can infiltrate him into any group they want to.
A drug syndicate called the Golden Fang catches its clientele coming and going, getting them addicted to heroin and then seemingly overseeing their recovery in chic rehab clinics.
Is that a swastika on that man's face?
Oh, no, it isn't. That's an ancient Hindu symbol, meaning all is well.
If the heroin rotted their teeth, they can get dentures from a dentist tax shelter that also goes by the name Golden Fang. Also, it's the name of the land developer's boat.
So far we have murder and kidnapping. We can work in pirates if it would make you more comfortable.
There's no physical connection between these entities apart from the tangled threads in Doc's conspiratorial web because, well, the Golden Fang is a metaphor, man.
It's a metaphor
for the corporate culture that sucked the counterculture dry, man, and the operatives that defended it.
If everything in this dream was in fact doomed to end and the faithless, money-driven world to reassert its control, it would be agents like these, dutiful and silent, out doing the shit work who would make it happen.
But is the vampiric greed of American corporate culture to blame for the death of an era? In my opinion, and in the opinion of quite a few other people, the answer is in the title.
Inherent vice in a marine insurance policy is anything that you can't avoid. Eggs break, chocolate melts, glass shatters. And Doc wondered what that meant when it applied to ex-old ladies.
Inherent Vice killed the 60s, or at least the momentum of the movement. It reminded me of Yeats' poem, "The center could not hold, things fell apart. Best intentions turned into a backsliding complacency inherent to humans simply doing their best to look out for their own." No one person killed the counterculture with a candlestick in the study. The bikers, the surf bands, the land developers, and the girl who promised herself she'd never dress in flatland gear are all complicit in some way. They all stopped singing Lennon and got jobs, became part of the system they sought to dismantle in order to survive it. And this may bum Sportello out for a bit, but his moral compass never wavers.
We're always true.
True to Noir, at least my opinion of it. I'll drop a link in the top right hand corner if you care to hear more on that, or if you like the Watchmen, go ahead and watch it. Doc decides to fight the complacency and get Coy, a man who's been stuck working for the Golden Fang, back to his family, no matter how much it harms him in the process. Of course, he has to cut a deal to get Coy back, proving that the Golden Fang and all it represents will always be bigger than him. The Goliath to a David that never really wins. He even gets the girl in the end, but the reminder of inherent vice, the fact that things break, especially hearts, will always be headlights in his mirror. Thanks for watching the video to the very end. I'm sure by now you know the drill. If you want to support me, you can like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, share the video on YouTube or, well, not YouTube, on Reddit, or spam it relentlessly on your worst enemy's Facebook page. It's entirely up to you. I also wanted to give a special thanks to the friends and strangers that reached out to me during the hiatus and urged me to continue to make videos. I appreciate it. It wasn't from lack of trying, it's just this last month delivered a curveball that took up a lot of my time. And it's mostly behind me now, so hopefully we can make some cool ass videos for you guys, and I look forward to it. I hope you do too. Stay tuned. Take care out there.